Oh my.
I just amazed. That was literally how wipers going as fast as they could go.
Right.
You just couldn't hardly keep up.
Yeah.
No.
Begin, we'll introduce our commissioners.
Hi, I'm Brenda Basil.
Doris McMillan.
Mike Thompson. Sam said Afolabi.
All right. Well, let's look at the approval of our minutes from our August 24th meeting. Any questions, comments, changes? If not,
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
thank you. Do we have any action items?
Today we do not have any action items to report.
All right. Well, then let's move on to our monthly reports.
Thank you. For the month of August 2016, the commission staff for the Comcast have received 2 open calls, 0 outstanding, and 1 closed call. For Verizon, we have 37 open calls, 32 closed calls, and 5 outstanding calls. And I'll just go over the outstanding calls.
Okay.
For Verizon, most appear to be issues with billing. They are listed in order of the date that they called into the commission for assistance with the customer's name as well as the description of the complaint. For all of them, the Verizon has assigned a representative to each case, and as far as I understand it, as of today, they all have been closed, but for the month of August, they did remain open.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Anything else?
That is it.
All right. Then let's move on to our community television Prince George's County report.
It was submitted to the commission, and we do have a new project manager for CTV as Diane Williams. I believe she has retired
Oh, no.
from CTV.
Oh,
So we do have a new project manager, and she's listed on the report for the Prince George's Community Television as submitted.
okay. All right. Our next item of business, do we have any public comment?
We have Miss Betty Williams
Yes?
representing the Cinnamon Ridge condominium.
Yes. Ms. Williams?
Thank you. I was here last month and I reported the problems that we were having in our community as far as the wires running up and down the houses. And I did speak with the committee or representatives, I don't remember the name, afterwards and gave her all my information. I wanted to report that a Mr. Andrew Hook from Comcast did call, came out, met with me, and they had a couple texts to come out. And we talked, and I didn't hear from anyone until yesterday. Mr. Hooks called back and said that the technicians who were supposed to have been working with him reported to him that his truck had caught on fire. And I guess all the information that he had gathered have been destroyed. I did report last month that I had made contact with Verizon, and I was hoping that they were going to follow back up with me, but I have not heard anything back from them. But what I do have here, I would like to give, is a copy of what I'm talking about. And there was a letter that was written from the association, and I'm not sure that they have the right address. But I did bring a copy of it, but there's copies here of how the wires are running on the house.
So the wires are still,
Yes.
nothing has been done?
Nothing has been done.
Okay. So, what is our next step for this?
So I know that we have opened up a ticket with both Verizon and Comcast on behalf of Ms. Williams.
Yeah.
And the commission staff was keeping a running list as more resident vision a whiteboard, so to speak. And so we're adding all of the new complaints to that same one ticket, and then we're transferring that information over to the respective providers, representatives that's handling that problem. This is the first that I've heard about the fire and the truck with Comcast, so we will follow up to make sure that Comcast is providing the response and the support that's needed for you all.
Okay, I would like to get some clarity because the problem was so bad and the homeowners have been calling Verizon and Comcast, who have been coming out saying that there was nothing that they could do. So the homeowners, some of them, were just kind of waiting for us to give them an update as to how this was going to be addressed. So if they need to call Verizon or Comcast, then I need to know that so I can let the community know that they need to still make the individual calls to get either Verizon or Comcast, whomever their provider is, for the service. But I thought that we were going to do this as a mass project because the project was so big. So I just need some clarity as to how we're going to
Right, and
do
so
this.
when I just spoke about the next steps, we are handling as a mass project.
Okay.
And so instead of your residents calling the individual telecom companies, rather call the cable commission staff. We'll compile the one list for each respective telecom provider, and then we're transferring that information.
Okay,
over
so
to
then I need to get your telephone number because I did not get that from you when I was here before. I gave you my email address and I thought maybe you were going to email me so I would get that, but let me get your email address.
Okay, so it's Victoria and it's our commission staff, and we have a very general email, it's cable commission, but we'll get you that information at the end of service.
Okay.
At the end of the meeting,
Thank you.
sorry.
So don't give up the ship yet.
I can't because it looks so bad.
Yeah.
And just to share a little information with you, our community is an old community, and since I've been the president, which has been almost 24 years now, we've done quite a bit of renovations to bring it back.
Right.
All that siding that you see is new siding.
Right.
We've done mass projects within the community to bring it back. And we did not know, I mean, there's 212 units we ride through, but some of the units are you can't see them from the front, you just see the front. We did not realize that the wires had gotten that bad. And from the way you look at the pictures,
Right.
you can tell that when the techs come out to install, they have no concern or care how they are putting the wires as long as the customer is getting the service, it appears.
So do you know who's Comcast and who's Verizon?
I cannot, I don't know that. I think there's a list on the back of the letter at the last board meeting where we had a hearing. You don't see it in there?
Not
It
on
should-
this one,
No.
but then maybe that.
No, I think it should be that one. It's not that one.
Is there another page?
You have-
I thought there was a sign-up sheet in there.
These are all pictures.
Yeah, we have pictures.
Then you have a cover page, right? There's a cover
We
Yeah,
have
page.
that's the
this,
cover.
but there's nothing on the back.
Oh, okay, that's the only one.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause
Okay,
these
I
are
must have
all-
mislaid it, but no,
That's
I
okay.
don't know what is Comcast and what is not, but at the last board meeting, all the homeowners that came for the hearing, they did sign in and we asked them to either put a V or a C
Right.
beside their name so we would know
Right.
who was Comcast or Verizon, and I can get that list.
Yeah, that might be helpful as well.
I can get that list, I can
Yeah.
bring it back.
Okay.
I thought it was in there.
Right. No, not this time. Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Williams?
That's it.
Thank you for coming back and thank
Thank
you
you.
for following up. We
I'll be back
appreciate
the next month and the next
it. We
month.
know you will. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Okay. We have no other public comment?
No.
Okay, let's move on to our Comcast representative report. And we have two new Comcast representatives. I don't know if they're both going to be with us every meeting, but let me introduce Stacy Burnett.
Correct.
And Ariinka, wait a minute, let me get this right. Ogunlega. Ogunlega. I'm trying.
Yes, you
Yes.
are.
Thank
That's
you so
right.
much.
You're
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're taking Ms. Brown's place?
Yes, I will probably be the one that you see most months here for the Cable Commission meetings, but we will both be covering Prince George's County. Happy to be here as well and to work with the Cable Commission. I've already talked to Lakeisha a number of times on some issues as well, so we're happy to be here. Ms. Williams, I'm happy to talk with you as well after the meeting to see where things stand with Andrew and make sure that we get your issues resolved as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for being with us. Do you have a report?
No, we do not have a report.
All right. We have no Verizon representative here. Any reports submitted?
No report was submitted, but we did get notification that she would not be in attendance this evening.
All right, then let's move on to commissioners' comments. Commissioners, any comments? No? Well, we'd just like to say how much we appreciate the work that Ms. Pingshaw and Ms. Okolo do. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
If we have no other comments, our next commission meeting will be Wednesday, October 26th at 6 p.m. Our meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.